That's a look from earlier on as the Nets head to the locker room. There, the NBA on 2K. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. They've got OG Anunoby. Jalen Brunson out there with Hart. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Bridges in at the 3. And looking at the Nets, the guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. Richard, this place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
And it's Towns missing.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
That bucket in no time at all.
And Bogdanovich plays with good rhythm and pace to his game. Has no problem going to the pull-up J when the D lays off.
Here's Brunson. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy 2.
The Nets on offense. GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
Anunoby, good.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Outside Bogdanovich. Nets passing it around. Thomas gets a wide open look, and he can't bank that one in. Anunoby passes to Hart. Bogdanovich against Bridges, and he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, Bridges has many ways to convert inside, which can make it tough to stop him.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Knocks it loose, stolen by Brunson. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And here's Brunson after Bojan Bogdanovich getting his shot to go from deep. That one goes. Count it.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Brooklyn making some changes. Simmons checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Johnson comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Cameron Thomas. 32 seconds left to play in the first. The drive by Schroeder. That one good for 2.
He's not much of a threat to score, but Simmons dishing it, he can do it with the best of them.
The Knicks with the lead. We've got 22 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's McBride. He's guarded by Williams. And McBride gets it to go. 11 seconds left in the first. Now here's Johnson. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
With 1 on the clock, and that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Knicks lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a... And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Simmons. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Johnson. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Williams at the 2-guard position. So that's the Nets 5. You know, the hopes of a super team in Brooklyn did not come to fruition at all, Richard, and you saw it firsthand.
Thank you for reminding me of that, Kevin. Yes, I had a front row view to it. And look, from a fan's perspective, it's a tough take. The team brings in some of the biggest stars this league has ever seen. You are thinking championship, and you never got close.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. They trail by 7. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The Knicks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. He's off on the first. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, a big story this summer was Jalen Brunson signing a team-friendly extension, leaving an unprecedented amount of money on the table, but providing the Knicks with the opportunity to lock in this tight-knit core and contend in the East at the highest levels for years to come.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. Shams, thank you very much for the report. On T, Brunson bangs home the trifecta. Brunson's got 7 points.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3, and boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Here's Wilson, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Now here's Payne. D right on him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Payne's got the lead up to 10 now for New York.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Ben Simmons. Bogdanovich comes in for Johnson. Thomas checked in for Williams. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Wilson. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Achua. Bridges is checked in for Cameron Payne. And Hart subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Towns against Claxton. McBride. And a miss there on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Hart.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
McBride's shot is off. Nets trail by 8. Pass to Finney-Smith from outside the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Finney-Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now McBride. Got it up. Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
Going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
When I look at the Nets, I've always loved when I started the season at home. I'd be eating good, I'd be dominating down low, I'd be picking up that big old...
Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Knicks.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And that concludes halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's who Tom Thibodeau is starting the second half with. They've got Hart. Bridges out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Brunson in at the point. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had, that really kind of set them back. They ended that game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So, no doubt, expectations will be high.
Nets trail by 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Wasted no time on that one. Bridges has got 6 points.
The mid-range isn't a total no-go for Bridges. He can get that dialed in.
Brunson outside. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist by Brunson. Now it's a 7-point New York lead. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Wilson, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Johnson comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Williams in for Cameron Thomas. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Robinson's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Here's Brunson, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Double team on Williams. And stolen by Anunoby. Trying to find Hart. Gets it to him. He gets it in there. And the Knicks lead by 9.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Schroeder against Brunson. Pass to Wilson. Here's Claxton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of this one. And he makes the first. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Anunoby. And the rejection by Claxton. Robinson finds Brunson. Puts up a deep 3. Goes up again, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The
previous play is under.
They got it right before we go to the 4th.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Knicks out front. They're up by 10. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was.
Right back, man. Let's go score, stop, score.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. The kick out to Towns. Bridges for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 3. Bridges has got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. Thomas against Hart. Thomas passes to Schroeder. The shot by Thomas. Shot loose. This one for three. And the Nets miss again.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Knicks lead by 15.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for Brooklyn. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention: carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
New York leading by 13. Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Brunson. Anunoby against Johnson. And here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Knicks.
2 times this season, turnovers have cost him, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jalen Brunson.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Back to Brunson. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Quality pass by Thomas. He was paying attention out there.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Brunson. Count that one. And the Knicks lead by 14.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
To the inside. Tries to save it. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching tonight's game on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Brunson.